What is up, Moonwalker fam? It is me, Miranda the Moonwalker, back with another video about what? You guessed it, the king of pop, Michael Jackson. So if you saw my last upload, you met Moonstreet. Moonstreet is a Michael Jackson fan that has met him on multiple occasions, and Moonstreet reached out to me and she wanted to come on the channel and she wanted to do two things. She wanted to do the interview and share her stories, which you all saw on my last upload, and if you didn't, go check it out. And she also wanted to do the Michael Jackson Collector's Challenge. The Michael Jackson Collector's Challenge, if you don't know, is a video that I made very early on into quarantine, and it picked up, and there are challenges all over the world. And yes, I am the creator of that, and no, my video is not the most viewed one in the Michael Jackson community. But I am so thankful and so glad for all of the love that the Michael Jackson Collector's Challenge did receive, and I'm just amazed. I love seeing everyone's collections so much. Alright, you guys, so here is none other than Moonstreet's version of the Michael Jackson Collector's Challenge. I hope that you sit back and enjoy it, and also make sure you guys go follow her on Twitter at MJJStreet when you're done here. And her website, in which she shares so many more stories on, is actually linked to her Twitter account. So go check her out. She is awesome, and let's go!
Hi everyone, today we're back with my friend Moonstreet again, and she's going to be doing the Collector's Challenge today. Are you excited to do the Collector's Challenge?
Yes, this is interesting. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Moonstreet from Ireland, and I've been watching Miranda's videos, and I saw everybody doing the Collector's Challenge, so I decided, well, why not? So I'm here today. Let's start.
All right, let's do it. So the first question in the Collector's Challenge is, what is the weirdest item in your Michael Jackson collection?
Okay, the weirdest item in my Michael Jackson collection is these three items. I've got one, I've got two, and I've got three. These three items are actually paper towels from the bathrooms of two of the hotels and a restaurant that Michael Jackson stayed in 2001. So the first one is, this is from the Palace Hotel in New York, and Michael Jackson stayed there for the Madison Square Garden concerts in September 2001. This is from a paper towel from the bathroom. Now these are paper towels that you dry your hands on when you use the restrooms in the hotels or the restaurants. So this is from Tavern on the Green, which was the restaurant that the after party for the Madison Square Garden concert was held at on Friday, September 7th, 2001. And then this one is, again, the paper towel from the restrooms in the Four Seasons Hotel, where Michael stayed when he was doing the CD signing in Virgin Megastore. So
How fun.
Yeah. So these are paper towels from the restrooms in the hotel. Yeah,
that's
a little
awesome.
bit weird. That's just a little bit weird.
A little bit, but hey, I would do the same thing and keep those items.
Okay.
So the next question is, what is the most expensive item in your Michael Jackson collection?
Okay. Back to 2001 again, and the most expensive item in my collection are these two tickets. These are the tickets from the two Madison Square Gardens concerts in New York, Friday, September 7th and Monday, September 10th, 2001. And these cost me $500 each.
So that's just a little bit expensive.
Just a little expensive. So in my hands, I've got $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
for paper. No, just kidding.
For paper. Yeah. So the sections, I bought these through a fan club, and at the time, because the prices for the Madison Square Gardens concerts were crazy, these were the most expensive tickets that fans could get that were not actually in the front section, because the front section was the VIP section. Although the first 2 rows were actually fan club seats. So the first 2 rows in the Madison Square Gardens concerts at the front, you will see people from the fan clubs, but there was very like 2 rows, I think it was 4 rows, 2 on each side of the front section in the VIP section. But other than those 2 rows, all of the other tickets in that were like $1,000 each, or $2,000, and you got to the after party. So these were which I didn't want. So these were the next expensive after that. So yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, pretty expensive.
So next question is, what is your first piece of Michael Jackson merchandise in your collection?
First piece of Michael Jackson merchandise is Thriller on cassette. This is an original cassette, still there, from Thriller era. So this would have been given to me probably for a birthday or either Christmas, because I was very, very young I think I was only about 7 or 8 during Thriller era. So then this would have been something that I would have asked for Christmas or for birthday. And yeah, so this is one of the very first things that I have from,
Right.
and it was actually bought during Thriller era and given to me during Thriller era. So
I love that, because my first piece of merchandise was Thriller 25.
Wow, okay.
My age is showing just a little bit.
Your age, my age. Oh, good God.
All right. The next question is, what is your most sentimental piece of Michael Jackson merchandise?
My most sentimental piece of Michael Jackson merchandise is this book. It's called Michael Jackson, the Visual Documentary, and it's written by Adrian Grant. And this is the first edition of that book from 1998. And I bought this in a bookstore, just in a regular bookstore in my home city. And it was the most amazing, incredible thing, because at that time when I bought this book, I was not part of the fan community. I did not know any other fans. And it was just incredible for me just to read about Michael from another fan. And for those of you who don't know, Adrian Grant, he is from the UK, from England, and he became actually friends with Michael. His whole story is amazing as well. He when he was in college, he started a very small what called it like a magazine, Michael Jackson magazine, and then he went into business with a lady called Gloria Haydock, and the two of them, they created the UK fan club called MJNI, Michael Jackson News International, during probably around 96, 97, so during history era. And then after that time, then he wrote the book. And in the book, he at the back of the book, he mentions about Gloria Haydock and about the UK fan club. So then I must have bought this in about maybe 96 or just before History Tour. And then I went to History Tour, and then during History Tour, when I was in my home city, I met fans from this fan club, and they told me about their fan club and about the UK fan club. And then I went back and I read the book, and I found Adrian's at the back, and I found the contact details of the fan club, and that's how I became into the fan community.
And that's how it all started.
And that's how it all started. So without this book, I would never have found the fan community.
Right.
and if anybody, Adrian Grant then went on to do amazing things, and he's actually the creator of Thriller Live, the
Awesome.
stage show. Yeah. So people out there, this book there's many different versions of this. I think there's 5 different versions. I think the last one he published was in 2010 after Michael passed away, and he updated it. It's an amazing, amazing book. It's day by day, year by year of all of Michael, just the facts, everything. So
That's so
so
cool.
people should. So people, if you find any version of this book, it's amazing.
Okay. Do you have any unopened pieces in your Michael Jackson collection?
I have a few unopened pieces. Again, this is something that people may not have seen. This is Italian Vogue. And it's unopened, it's factory sealed, and I bought it in the regular store. It came out in, when is it, 2007, October 2007. And it was a project and photo shoot that Michael did for Italian Vogue. And it was, I bought this in the store. I bought a good few copies because it wasn't that expensive. It was £750, so probably around $8. So expensive for a magazine, but not really expensive for a piece of Michael merchandise. So
Right.
I bought a few of them. So this is unopened. I bought a few. I bought one to open, and then I bought one to keep as sealed. So this is still sealed, with the store price on it and everything.
I love that. I love the cover of that.
Have you seen the photo shoot?
I have.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
So it was, and there was there's an interview as well with this as well. So yeah, so that's my merchandise collection.
All right. You showed us a lot of great merchandise. Can you tell us a little bit about the flag in the background of the video?
The flag in the background of the video, I'll just move over so you can actually see some of it. Some of you may recognize it. It's a flag. It's the my country flag, Ireland. And it's a flag, I put the writing onto it, and it's a flag that I take to Forest Lawn every year. Some of you may have recognized it from some of the photos from Forest Lawn on June 25th. And it's just a little message, forever in our hearts, because Michael is forever in our hearts. So it's just something that when we used to travel to see Michael, we used to always make banners and cards and things for him and hang them outside the hotels on the barriers. So this is just part of something that we used to do. So now I'll bring it to Forest Lawn.
Awesome. And I love the Dangerous era. It's my favorite Michael Jackson era ever. Can you tell us a little bit about your hat?
The hat that I have that I'm wearing is actually a hat that I think I bought it in like a t-shirt print shop many years ago. But I bought it and I used to wear it outside Michael's hotel, especially when would have been about 2001. There's some photos of me outside Michael's hotel wearing this hat, because a lot of the times when Michael came to Europe, it was cold and it was wet. So it was just a hat that I used to wear just to try and keep warm. But it got into a lot of fan photos, and it's just something that I used to wear and Michael would have seen it, because I would have been at the hotel a lot. So yeah, so that's the hat.
Right, that's awesome. So thank you so much for sharing your collector's items with us. Your collection obviously looks a lot different from mine and everyone else's. Everyone's collection is so different and so unique, and that's why I really enjoyed this collector's challenge.
Yeah, some of the videos that I watched of the other collections, they're amazing. But my collection is very much personal. And a lot of the things that I have would be connected to things that I would have seen Michael at, or things that I did. So it's not a big collection, but it's a very, very personal collection.
Right, right. And I think that's awesome. I
Thank
think that's
you.
how a collection should be. Personally, I'll go to antique stores all the time and I'll see different Michael Jackson items, and I won't buy them because it's either one, too expensive, or two, like, I just don't feel
Yeah,
a connection to the item. So I think
exactly.
that, right,
Yeah, and a lot of my items that I bought, I would have bought from just regular stores, or we call them charity shops over here. Or you call them thrift shops over in America. Yeah, so a lot of my things that I would have bought, especially around history era, would have been stuff like that, or stuff from fan clubs or things like that, that would never be very widely expensive.
right,
But they had some sort of connection or meaning to me. There's just even this hat, it's something that was in it from it was a t-shirt print shop, and I got it printed.
right.
So it's not an original, but at the same time it's something that means a lot to me and Michael Sauce as well. So yeah.
Right, right. Well,
Yeah,
thank you for sharing again, and I'm so glad that we got to do these two videos together, and hope that in the future maybe we could collaborate some more.
that would be great. And thank you for connecting with me. It's been great chatting with you, and yeah, thank you.
All right. So I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.